we could easily go up another 4 to 5x from here. That would put us at 250,000, and it could be as much as 500,000. And I think if I had to pick a spot at what this happens, I think we're going to probably get the most of it by the end of 2025, right? So yeah, maybe it keeps on going until 2026. But the next 18 months, I think, are going to be, could be really amazing. Look, we're definitely in kind of this, I would say, sort of the end game of fiat here. We're just printing like crazy. We got just absolute insane people like Stephanie Kelton, who really think that we can just go print like whatever we want, we can just buy. I just think that this kind of thinking is so wrong. It is so destructive to capital. So I think the fact that people just don't seem to even care at all about deficits is a reason why Bitcoin is going to do really, really well. As you can see here, right, Bitcoin, if you look at the entire 4 years of Bitcoin from 2009 to January of 2014, actually 70% of the move of that was done in 2 months, right? You could have done nothing, but just bought Bitcoin in September of 2013, and you would have captured 80% of the move, right? 70 to 80% of the move, depending on if you held it 3 or 4 months in the end of 2013. So
Bitcoin is poised to experience exponential growth over the next 3 months, mirroring previous bull cycles seen in 2013, 2017, and 2021. Fred Krueger, a Wall Street and tech veteran known for his valuable contributions to both industries, has analyzed past bull cycles extensively. His prediction suggests that Bitcoin could potentially 3x, 4x, or even 5x in value within the coming 3 months. Having thoroughly evaluated bull cycles from 2013 to 2021, Krueger identifies similar patterns in the current 2024 bull cycle. He anticipates Bitcoin's trajectory to enter a parabolic phase in the next 2 to 3 months. As we share insights from Krueger's analysis, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more video like this. You can join the conversation by dropping your thoughts, comments, and observations in the comment section below. Everything you do helps with YouTube algorithm and immensely contributes to the channel growth. Thank you and enjoy the video.
really, we have this extreme tail here. There's this, and by the way, if you looked here and you sort of said, oh, what's the chart look like? Well, the chart looked bad, right? The chart looked like we were rolling over, it was going down. And so there was really almost, oh, maybe we're going to come back. Oh, maybe this is going to be a double top. No matter what you do, you're not going to see this ginormous pattern here. Well, let's look in 2017. 2017, let's go to here and let's look at that market. And there again, what do we see? We see that the market did a whole lot of nothing, and then it never really crossed 6,000 until October. Right? That's something we just don't remember, because we always remember that it went to 20,000 in 17, but bear in mind that it only crossed 6,000 in October. And it really, in November really, it only crossed 6,000. But almost all the gains, and this continued to go up really briefly, right? It touched 20,000 in December. If you had not been in Bitcoin in October, if you got out in October, you would have missed, again, you would have missed 3/4 of the move, right? So everything really, really happened over a 3-month period. Now again, you say, okay, that's 2 times, right? But surely it didn't happen again the same way. The 2020, 2021 bull market. And again, here we go, doing a lot of nothing, and this time it's again from let's say from November on, right? November at 20,000. 4 months later, we're at 60,000, right? So things can happen very quickly, and we can go triple, quadruple, 5x in a period of, you know, in a period of 3 months. And if you miss those 3 months, you're going to miss everything. So the big problem with trading Bitcoin is, you can trade it just like anything else, and you think you're making money, you're losing money. But the big problem with Bitcoin is if you're not in the market for those 3 months, it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to get in the market and be there with any kind of size when this thing actually goes up.
To Fred, the Bitcoin post-halving price is going to go parabolic in the next 3 months or more. Now take a look at this chart from CoinCodex. By this chart, Bitcoin will hit $178,000 by August 2025. This is absolutely insane. Another chart that gives validity to Fred's prediction on Bitcoin price upward trajectory is Dan Morehead's prediction. Dan Morehead is a crypto and Bitcoin veteran. On his X handle, Dan tweeted this, and the tweet says, "Even if we think everybody knows something, it doesn't mean there isn't a ton of money to be made. In our view, it's relatively straightforward. If the demand for new Bitcoins stays constant or increases, and the supply of new Bitcoins is cut in half, this will force the price up." Now, take a look at these charts. Bitcoin was at $17,000 when he made this forecast. The model forecast that Bitcoin would be just over $35,000 at the next halving in April 2024. And indeed, by April 2024 halving, Bitcoin was at $64,000. Unbelievable prediction. Dan Morehead asserts that at the peak of the post-halving rally, which would be in August 2025 based on the average duration of previous rallies, Bitcoin could hit $148,000. Essentially, these are 3 forecasts showing Bitcoin price is about to go parabolic. Hence, the reason Bitcoin whales are acquiring more stock options. Let's get back to the video.
I think we're in a bull market. We've gone from the low of 15,000, 16,000, let's call it, to, close to 70,000 right now, 63,000. I think we have, we could easily go up another 4 to 5x from here. That would put us at 250,000. And it could be as much as 500,000. And I think if I had to pick a spot at what this happens, I think we're going to probably get the most of it by the end of 2025, right? So, maybe it keeps on going until 2026. But the next 18 months, I think, are going to be, could be really amazing. Could be absolutely spectacular, somewhere between, 4x and, 8x the return from where we are today. So that's just the bull market thing. Now, what else do I think gives me a lot of bullishness? Well, obviously the ETFs, right? So I think in addition to the fact that we're on sort of this bull market, we have the ETFs that are they're really just starting to kick in. And once we get back and we're, say, back to 70,000, I think those flows are going to come right back. Because I think these people, they may not participate when the market looks shaky, but when the market looks good, they're going to come back. That's the second part. The third part, I would say, is, just from a pure fiscal irresponsibility, I think we have never looked more irresponsible than we are today. We're definitely in kind of this, I would say, sort of the end game of fiat here. We're just printing like crazy. We got just absolute insane people like Stephanie Kelton, who really think that we can just go print like whatever we want, we can just buy. And that won't have any impact on inflation or anything. And she uses the example of World War II to show how great things are when we just go spend like drunken sailors on something like, the war effort. And her new war effort is, the Green New Deal and climate change. So I just think that this kind of thinking is so wrong. It is so destructive to capital. So I think the fact that people just don't seem to even care at all about deficits is a reason why Bitcoin is going to do really, really well over the next 2 years. And then the last of all, I think we have an election. And I think at the end of the day, this election, you know, whoever emerges from this election as the victor is going to go spend like crazy. If it's Trump, they're going to cut interest rates like crazy. But regardless, I think people are going to want to own Bitcoin. So I think we have a really great setup for the next 18 months. Very bullish. You got to be there in order to participate, though. If you get off this train even once, if you get spooked out of your position, you will not participate.
So the Bitcoin halving has passed, but its effects are expected to reverberate through the Bitcoin market in the coming months. Fred views the halving, along with the Bitcoin ETF, as significant catalysts that could propel Bitcoin prices to increase by 3x, 4x, or even 5x. Additionally, Fred identifies the continuous printing of the US dollar by the Federal Reserve as a detrimental factor exacerbating Bitcoin's price and adoptions. He perceives the Fed's actions as highly insensitive, as this act exert pressure on the US dollar and contribute to inflation. Currently, the impact of inflation is being felt in households across America, and Fred believes that Bitcoin may offer a solution to this economic challenge. What's your thought on Fred Krueger's analysis, evaluating Bitcoin upward trend in the next 3 months? Please drop your comments and observations in the comments section, subscribe to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.